It's Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everyone. And I promised when I started my video book review series that all my video book reviews would be on Fridays. And you may have noticed there was no review last Friday. And I think that makes me a big fat failure. What do you think? Maybe in reality, there's fortune in that failure. I will tell you that. Katie Myers thinks there is. And Katie is the author of this month's video book review for lipsticking.com. And I'm Yvonne DiVita. And we're going to talk about towards the end of Katie's book, something that she shares about collaboration. And I will tell you that collaboration is seriously one of the most important things that you can grow and develop when you start a business. It doesn't happen immediately. It's not like you're going to go out, get your DBA, start your business, go to a networking event, and walk out with 5 partners willing to help you because they have talents that you know your clients might need and that you don't have. Collaboration is something you grow over time. And Katie talks about this, and by the way, Katie walks the walk. She has a good number of collaborative partners, smart people. She can tell you all about them. If you go to her site, you'll see. I know them. I've worked with Katie, and so I've worked with these partners. I mean, there are people in social media. There are people in business strategy, creativity. I mean, it's just endless. Katie knows just about everybody around here, but the people that she works with are really important to her, and she is just as important to them. Let's look at her chapter on collaboration. I just think it's so important, and this is what I want to end the video book series, review series this month with. She says you're likely to have failures if you don't have collaborative partners. Having collaborative partners allows you to share relevant content, resources, blogs, and videos with your audience, ones that come directly from businesses that can serve them. As I said, it's amazing how years ago I used to talk about this on lipsticking when the whole idea of having a blog for a business was pretty brand new. And so I used to tell people, when you're new to business and new to blogging or online social, you should work with people that have similar products or skills and can enhance what you do as you can enhance what they do. It's never been a bad thing to work with other people, to collaborate. And when you say collaborate, it isn't that you're using them or they're using you. It's that you're doing things together. You're providing a collective front to the world, to the businesses that you serve, to the clients that you have or want to have. Sometimes clients will want to work with you because you have these collaborative partners. So in Fortune is the Failure, I always do that backwards. Fortune is the Failure. Katie talks about this, and I really want to read a little bit more about it. How do I lose my glasses? They're on my desk. Okay, so how does this work for your business? She says another reason why collaborative partners are essential to your business has to do with you. There is one thing I attribute to the success of my business more than any other factor: my collaborative partners. And she ends that paragraph by saying, you cannot do this alone. We did talk about that. We talked about it in her video review. If you watched that last time, I mentioned it, I believe, in one of the earlier reviews that I was doing, because you cannot do this alone. It is not possible. I'm fortunate. One of my collaborative partners is Tom, my husband. But I also work with other people. I have been working with Robbie Hess, who's part of Lipsticking, for almost 20 years. Robbie and I go way back. So I'm going to repeat something I read earlier in an earlier video, but I want to read it again today. Running a successful business takes leadership, ownership, accountability, recognition of mistakes, compromises, and sometimes eating huge pieces of humble pie. Boy, I'm eating humble pie today because this was supposed to be done a week ago and posted last Friday. I tend to do these early, and then I review them, and then I post them with a few comments on the blog. And I failed, and I failed because here's the truth. Life is in chaos at my house right now. We are packing up to move from from Colorado to New York, back home to be near family. And so, honestly, I was in Binghamton, looking at houses, getting all worn out, and then on that awful plane ride to get back to Colorado, you know, it's just a whole day of travel, wears me out, and I didn't get the post up. I didn't get the video. I had a video I didn't like, so I didn't post it. But I felt like a failure. I did. I felt like I had failed. I had failed you. I had failed me. But the reality is I now know, a few days later, Fridays are good. I will continue to do Fridays, but occasionally maybe I can't. And to that end, in the chapter on collaboration, she says that why would you let anyone else close to your baby, let alone babysit, or even scarier, give input as to how to raise your baby? And she says, 1, you are your own biggest roadblock. How many times have you spent way too much time creating a project, process, or system when someone else could do it? You don't know everything, and that's okay. So I learned that early on. I sure don't know everything. And then number 3 really hit me. It says, sometimes things suck. I can't say it more plainly, Katie writes. This shit is hard. You must be on your A game every day, all day. You need to show up at every networking event with a smile and an attitude that everything is 100% A-okay. Well, let's be real. Sometimes it isn't. Sometimes you run into problems you had no idea existed. As an entrepreneur, you are faced with a plethora of challenges and obstacles, and this is why your village is so important. They will talk you off the ledge, keep you from quitting, kick you in the ass. Collaboration. Working with others. Building a business that isn't just you, even if you're a solopreneur. I really want you to take the time to get Katie's book, Fortune is in the Failure, Katie Myers. I also want to recommend that on Tuesdays on Facebook, she does a live show, very short, very targeted to teaching you something in a short amount of time, 5 or 10 minutes, and it's called Talk It Out Tuesday with Katie Myers on CR Conversations. She also has the Conversation Club, which you can find on her site, crconversations.com, and she's a speaker. Check out her speaker credentials. Invite her to come to your event to speak on Fortune is in the Failure, and Katie Myers is a friend of mine and brilliant in teaching people how to get that business going with the right sales and marketing messages. Because as she says, we'll close with, what you say in business matters. What you say in business matters. What you say in business matters. So I say, get Katie's book. See you next week.